and it looks like it's going to have to be modified straight out of the packet. But what's unusual about that? What on earth are you mutilating now, you might be asking yourself? Well, these are genuine OEM Suzuki Carry toolboxes, and they bolt on underneath the tray. At first I was hacking up the back part of the toolbox, and now I'm cutting up the back of the door. I'd always wanted a set of these, but they're about $300 each from Suzuki. And I was never ever going to pay that much for them, but these two came up on Yahoo auctions for about 4,000 yen, so I got them. The problem is that my battery box is where these things bolt on, so it looks like it's going to need modifying straight out of the box, but what's unusual about that? Here I'm just trying to copy the curve of this front wall onto the new wall that I'm making so that it fits perfect. And as you can see, it fits pretty well from this slow-mo as I knock the camera over. Alright, here's the battery holder. I think this is like version 3.5 or something. Anyway, what I've done is I've lowered it a fraction and then moved it back underneath the frame rail so that the back of the battery actually sits flush with the other side of the frame rail that you can't see, and it bolts on there. What that's done though is it's limited me to only being able to use this size battery. I can't use a standard battery anymore, which will be a problem in the future, no doubt. Wink, wink. But yeah, there it is in its glory. It's all good. Let's see if I can make this box fit around it. Now, apparently I don't have any footage of me cutting, adjusting, plastic welding, and all of the other things that I had to do to get this to work. But here's a shot of the finished product. Now, as you can see, I have zero gauge running from the negative terminal to the chassis, and zero gauge running from the positive terminal to a circuit breaker. On the other side, I have a handy little box that I can keep stuff in, and I achieved that by bending the wall over and then plastic welding it to the front. And the best part is it's all lockable, which means you can't steal any of the stuff that I have in there. Man, it's just like it's so engaging to drive that you miss all of, like, I've got the roof off and I'm not even looking around. I should be, because I'm in the mountains and it's beautiful out here, but I'm just focused on the road, and the way this thing handles, like, it's just a go-kart. It's sticky, so sticky to the road, incredible. And the acceleration, like, I'm in third now, and you just drop back to second, and it just goes. And the noises that it makes, and the brakes, and did I mention the grip? Wow, such a, like, Suzuki. I don't know what you did with all the rest of your cars. I mean, the Alto Works is an exception, but this thing is just spectacular, really is. And then when this thing's got the F100 kit on it, upgraded fuel pump, some bigger injectors, and a side fuel regulator, and it's getting over 100 horsepower at the wheels, and well, it's just so much fun. It's a pleasure to drive. And I'm just hitting the tollgate on the way to Fuji Speedway for an AZ1 meeting, and kind of felt inspired to make something of a video of it. I wish I could show you the outside, but I'm busy driving. I probably could show you some outside. Nah, I'm busy driving. We're doing about 50 kilometers an hour right now. I'm stuck behind a Swift RS. A Suzuki Swift RS is in front, going ever so slowly because it's stuck behind a new Mini, a yellow one at that, with one of those roof racks and the box on top. I don't know where they're going, but it's not snow season, so... And then in front of that I've got an X-Trail. In front of that's an Aqua, a motorbike, and then some other piece of shit. But we're doing 50 when we could be going a lot faster. Oh, behind me. I wonder if I can I show you that? Two hands off the wheel. You see what's behind me there? That MX-5? Nice. Oh, there goes one there. NB, I think it was. I'm not good with my Unos Roadsters or Miatas or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the numbers are. I know the first one, the pop-up light one, was an NA, and then they sort of followed the lettering after that. But yeah, not really up to date on which one's which. There are a million bikes on the road today, and when I say bikes, I mean motorcycles and bicycles. Road bikes, mountain bikes. Even though it's a toga, they still do it. I certainly wouldn't do it. I think it's quite dangerous on a bicycle. There's three up ahead now that we're stuck behind. They're fairly good though. They tend to stick single file. I mean, there's two douchebags here that are sort of, three of them riding staggered now. could get to the side there, gentlemen. And it's a beautiful day. It actually kind of looks like it might rain, but it might not. And it's like I'm stuck in traffic, but this car, it's almost difficult to drive it and stay in a bad mood because of just the way it handles and the acceleration that it's got and the response and I've never driven an AZ1. I've never even sat in one before, and I'm hoping that I can get a sit-in one today, which is kind of why I'm going. I meant to bring my helmet. Oh, wait a minute. They're not driving on the track, so the helmet would have been useless anyway. If I could get to drive one, that would be really nice as well. Just a quick rip to see how they handle is in comparison to one of these. This is an EA11R. Oh, I forgot to mention that. The F6A twin cam version. We've got strut brace back. The strut brace, yeah, it's a strut brace. Is it? I don't know. Some kind of body brace. There's a strut brace up the front over the engine. Other suspension mods. It's got coilovers on it. I don't know what brand they are. I can't remember. We've got some wider wheels and tires on here. Couldn't tell you what they are. I know nothing about wheels. I keep telling people that I know nothing about wheels, offsets, tires. But people keep asking me what fits on these and what fits on what, but I've got no idea at all. None. I guess that the knowledge of that comes with either researching it or experience, buying wheels, putting them on, these don't fit, and then selling them and buying something else. And that would be fine if I was in a country that spoke English, but I'm not really game to sell stuff on Yahoo Auction, because if someone asks a question, I can't answer it quickly. I'd have to ask someone to help me answer the question, and that sort of sucks. So I haven't done that, even though I have a lot of parts I could sell, ones that are just sitting inside the shed for sale but are not sold. So I thought for the Open Cafe this year, I thought we had tickets, but we don't. So what I'm going to do is probably drive the Every down full of cappuccino parts and try to sell them at the Open Cafe, because it's sort of face to face and the person can see the parts, and it should be easier for me. I mean, I can speak a little bit of Japanese face to face, but writing emails and things like that is quite difficult. So if you're at Open Cafe or plan to go to Open Cafe this year, bring your wallet, bring some cash, because I'm going to try and sell some cappuccino parts, and I've got a lot of them. Doors and rear windows and all sorts of shit. So yeah, bring your cash out. There's another dude on a bicycle just putting along. This should have been a live stream. Why don't I try that? Let's try that. Hang on. I've never done a live stream before. Let's try it. I'll stop you. That is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, like, subscribe, find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram. I appreciate all the likes, all the follows, all of the heart marks on Instagram. I love it all. So show me what you got. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Later.